Hey guys! In this episode of Go Culture, we're going to introduce a well-known Japanese book, Akari, which discusses Japanese Go culture. Akari is a Go-related novel written by Nobel Prize winner Yasunari Kawabata. The book portrays a reputed game between two players, Daju and Haidiya, in Japanese Go history. This farewell competition lasted for half a year, including the 3 months that cut off the game when Akari had a health condition. Eventually, Akari lost the game. Under the writing and description of Yasunari, Akari was a master in Go. Akari may not have the best health condition in his body, but he was a true warrior on the game board and had the sense of bravery whenever on the arena. In the farewell competition, Akari was already suffering from devils of disease, but he bore it and fight with immense strength on the game board. For Akari, in order to accomplish an outstanding art piece, one must put all their efforts no matter the consequences. Akari's firm and persistent attitudes fit in with the personality of Japanese Go warriors, and this tight association between Go culture and the personal aspiration is one of the characteristics of Japanese Go culture. Akari is the guardian of Go spirit, and his portrait corresponds with Yunasari's special understanding of this culture. There is a close relationship between liberal and martial arts in Japan, as well as principles of religion. Go is the best symbol of this association. Haidiya Honembo is named Undefeatable Celebrity. The important thing towards an Akari is to keep winning until the end of a farewell competition. However, Akari did not care much about winning or losing, but obtained the traditional morality of Japanese Go culture. On the rules, he followed the new rules of counting the chess pieces, the close type rule, and the time limit rule. The close type rule refers to the forbidding of walking around the room while a game is on. If players are allowed to get out of their seats during the middle of a match, they might give advice to other players unconsciously. This will be unfair to their opponents. The time limit rule refers to a set time for each game. A normal game will last for 10 hours, but the farewell competition can last 40 hours. Akari complements the last virtuous characteristic of Japanese Go culture and expresses Yasunari's pursuit of beauty inside Go. In the match between Akari and Daju, the author tends to favor the traditional side instead of modern rationality. Beginning from 4th to 6th century, when Go was firstly spread to Japan from China, it got prospered quickly. In the peace era of Japan, Go was very popular among royal families. As one of the 4 accomplishments in ancient China, which also include Chinese zither, calligraphy, and traditional Chinese painting, Go was one of the most important skills that royal families would have to master. In Japan, Go was not only people's entertainment, but also contains deep thoughts and culture. Akari describes the morality of Go in a way that contains his utter respect and obedience of traditional Go culture, and his tolerance towards the representative of this game and its precedents. That is the chrysanthemum spirit of Japanese. The book also contains the bravery of players inside Go and the silent fighting between competitors. That is the sword spirit of Japanese. The author greatly admires the virtue of Go and therefore opened up the spiritual world between him and the readers in the book. Throughout the novel, we learned the grand spirit of Go and the author's deep feelings about the morals of this intellectual game. Throughout Japanese Go history, there were 10 Akaris from 1603 to 1940. Hideya Honembo was the last Akari. Following his death and Yasunari Kawabata's concerns about the shedding of conventional Go culture, it is inferred that the author paid attention to the characteristics of Japanese Go culture. In face, no matter how the contemporary era changes or develops, the chrysanthemum and the sword are inserted into the conventional Go culture inside the nation. Akari reflects the author's unique and special understanding of Japanese Go culture and entrusts his pursuit for traditional beauty and the pity of this piece of beauty fading away. We could sense the combination of Go and Japanese Bushido inside the novel. Thank you for listening.